Oh, what's happening, guys? Welcome on back to the channel. Thank you as always for being here. It is a beautiful, gorgeous day over here, and I hope that it is for you guys as well. Let's go ahead and listen to some John Anderson. I want to hear him. I want to hear his angelic voice singing sweet things to me. So we're going to listen to this track, Song of Seven. This is the title track off of his album, Song of Seven, which was released in 1980. A lot of you had suggested that not only this album, but the song as well. Those among you who have done that would be Panoptes, Melatonin, Hippo, YNYR, MJ, The Dallas Bean, Ian Kaya, Terry O, Inky Prog, Mr. Wondrous, Tony Gittins. It just goes from there. It just goes. And I think that Pam, you had recommended this as well, if I remember correctly. Snup Synth Channel, Joe Marone. Anyways, it goes for quite a while. So yeah, I'm excited to jump into it, listen to some more of John Anderson. Haven't listened to a lot of his solo material in a long time. I have a fresh cup of chai brewed here, but I gotta tell you, it's kind of weak. I even put 2 tea bags into it. It's kind of boring. It's kind of like, I need that spice. You know, like I need a chai with that heavy dose of spice. If it doesn't burn my tongue a little bit beneath its flavor, I'm not really impressed. Anyways, let's go ahead. What tea company is this? Benner? Do better. Let's go ahead and listen to the track. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Here we go, guys. Definitely evokes the imagery of the album cover, I'll tell you that. Okay. kind of nice. There's a certain charm to it. Almost has an old field kind of sound to it. Almost.
So in an instant, your story bound, a desert, the underground, a mountains high, a glacier, the heat of the day, city jungle, the sky at night, in space, on a starry ride, an atmosphere, impossible, so you never really cared. So we talked about the strength of dreams, and we talked at length of every dream. this time with times that come between the light? Are there so many dreamers in this life between a moment's time and the stairways of love, the starlight, and the starlight, telling me that there's something else to cling on to, cling on to.
I thought that while it had a good amount of warmth to it and a little body, I think that it's just lacking flavor. I think that it's lacking that extra push, that magic. It's lacking that pow, that boom boom pow. It's lacking that spice, you know? Like I could do without it. Yeah, it's really kind of bland, to be honest. So Song of Seven, it reminds me a lot of holiday music. Doesn't it have a sort of wintry wonderland kind of people going out and singing to their neighbors? What do you call that? Chorales or I'm losing it. What do you call it when you go door to door and you sing? Whatever, you know what I mean. It has that type of winter magic kind of feeling. It has a certain beauty to it. John, obviously, I'm going to compliment his singing, but I really, really, really found his singing most effective near the end, or in the moments where the music is a little bit more intimate, perhaps when it's just him and the piano, or a light string arrangement. Those are the moments that John just, to me, exceeds those angelic expectations, and he sounds absolutely wonderful. The ending especially, the way that he kind of brought everything down, still singing, of course, in his higher range, but he just has this sort of light to him. And I really enjoy how that light shines so thoroughly throughout the music. Of course, the rest of the music, especially with the wind chimes and, I don't know, the xylophones or one of the phones that's playing around, the string arrangement, the guitar, which was very impressive as well. There's a certain kind of lightness to this music here, to the flavor. It's almost like a dairy-free yogurt or skim milk or like something like that, right? It's light. It's fluffy. It's like a good mousse. It just floats off of your plate and into your mouth. And I think that John and, of course, all the other players here did a fantastic job of conveying that feeling, that thought, and throughout the music, the melody of it all. The guitar playing in here is going to be played by Clem Clemson, who's played with Colosseum. I almost said Colosseum. That is not how you pronounce them. And Humble Pie. I've heard of Humble Pie, but I don't think I've heard anything by them. And his guitar playing in here is absolutely fantastic, especially near the end. The lap steel guitar, is that what it was? Like I can't remember. I always forget. But it's just really lovely guitar playing there. And then you have Deborah Anderson on the harmony vocals, the Delmay String Quartet, arranged by David Odgen, handling all those strings there. And then Jade Anderson, who I'd assume is his daughter, who's the that little child voice that's talking in there near the end. Which, once again, it just brings this kind of familial hearth gathering around the fireplace kind of feeling to this. And I think that it works very, very well. Matter of fact, when we were listening to it, I mentioned it, but I think the music perfectly evokes the album cover there as well. Now, besides all the praise, I will say this. I will admit this. Whenever listening to a solo member's music when they're part of a bigger group, especially a group like Yes, like they are just a super group of immense talents. This maybe I should speak personally. I do feel sometimes I'm like, I'm missing just that extra little bit of something, right? I'm just missing that extra little piece. Obviously, like you get to hear John, and he's the singer. He's in a sense the soul and the spirit that I don't know, ethereal. kind of nature. That's what he is to the band, and he brings that spirit there. So it's cool to hear it individual here like we are now. But part of me makes me wish like, ooh, can you imagine like Chris throwing that bass line behind it, or Alan or Bruford bringing some really nice beats to this. Like it just makes me think a certain way, but not to take away from Song of Seven. Lyrics. Let's get into that. In the meeting place I sit beside betwixt the points of heaven, I befell a friendly atmosphere revolving around seven. Oh, that number mystified my soul and captured within feelings those of doubt and understanding. Hand in hand they set me reeling. Now, if I remember correctly from my numerology, 7 is like heaven, right? Like it's related to heaven or like heavenly things, I think. Met me a stranger, he came here to town, bearing gifts full of promises, discoveries of light. Said me many reasons why my merry tale could be justified and just both together entwined. I tell you a reason, he said, bless you, you fool. You want so belief, yet you want so much more, you seeker. Now I see you're baffled, yet again you administer fear of the unexpected, you don't know the score. So this visitor saying like, you want more, but you don't understand it. Something like that. Maybe it's a god visiting him. Everywhere you look, you release parts of your senses, and everywhere there's purpose and answer to all your dreams. I can hear you saying, what a dreamer, what a fool to life. Isn't it a pity that he won't come back to earth? Haven't you imagination? Is it not available? How can you be sooner or later than you're thinking? It's a lot of Johnisms. It's a lot of Johnisms. On the seventh dream, your smile can bring love on and on. The time will flow forever clear. Is it this time of day that makes me realize the sun is coming out to shine again tomorrow? Is it this time of day that gives you hope? And I'm just imagining that because of the inclusion of his I'm assuming Deborah was probably his wife, right? Like, is his wife? Let me make sure. It doesn't say. Oh no, Deborah. Hold on. Oh, Deborah is his other daughter. Okay. All right, so Deborah is one daughter and Jade is his other. Okay, now I got my facts straight. I'm just putting this out there. Maybe he's speaking about fulfillment and happiness, and because of the inclusion of his family there, maybe that happiness is to be found within his family, his daughters, and those who he loves close to him. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe. Like that visitor was saying, like the answer's been right there the whole time. I don't know. Nice song, though. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Thank you, as always, for being here, for showing up, stopping by, listening to the music alongside with me. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. And come back tomorrow, guys. Bye.